Well, thanks for checking out another clip on the web show, and it was very cool to catch up with Kathryn Eisman, who you can see there is a reporter, an author, a columnist, just a multimedia star coming out of Australia and taking the chance to move to America at a very young age and doing amazingly well. So it's great to catch up with her. She's also the best-selling author of a book, How to Tell a Man by His Shoes, and her new one, How to Tell a Woman by Her Handbag. So she's just got a hand in everything at the moment. And it was at the Advanced Lounge Chair Series in LA at the Red Bull Factory. She was on stage with Aussie Nick Bishop, who we just filmed with on the web show, and I'll leave it up to Nick to set the scene and give a little bit of a bio of Kathryn Eisman.
If we are rolling the credits on Kathryn, they go for a very long time. I'm going to do my best to go through them quickly. She began working in media as a successful fashion model while completing her bachelor's degree in communications at UTS. So tell your mum we mentioned it. She majored in journalism and she was named the most outstanding features reporter. Days after graduating, she moved to New York, where she soon became a features reporter for WNBC's #1 rating women show Today in New York. Kathryn then returned to Australia to be the face of Foxtel's Arena, as well as an executive producer and solo host of the daily entertainment news program, and to write her column for Clio magazine.
Yes, there you go, a young lady with a lot on her plate and doing very well. And after the chat, I filmed this for the web show.
Kathryn, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
It was great up there. All the answers to that. Some pretty cool, inspiring story, I reckon.
Yeah, it was fun. It's good. It's always good to hear how other people kind of stumbled and blubbled their way to wherever they ended up. It's kind of, you get some tips and some don'ts and do's. Yeah.
I'm sure. The show I do is all about chasing dreams and stuff. Are you always a big dream chaser?
Absolutely, a huge dream chaser. It's a thing we have to chase. Otherwise, what do we just end up losing our way, you know. My whole life is what's the next dream to chase, and then also to enjoy the chase itself.
Well, what was the major turning point for you then, when you actually decided, you know what, I'm going to follow it?
Yeah, I remember I was 17, and I was like, I'm going to write a book, and I'm going to be a TV reporter, and I'm going to be a columnist, and I'm just going to do it. And I remember it was the moment where I was not afraid to say it out loud, because when you say it out loud and you're held accountable to others, because you've set yourself up for potential kind of ridicule, the minute you own it enough to declare it to the world, that's when the chase begins. And so, yeah, for me, that was early on.
Yeah, it's amazing you achieved all that. So what was like the biggest goal you've set yourself then? Have you achieved that yet? If you could live the ultimate dream for you, what would it be?
Absolutely. I'm always, you never want to just kind of, I'm glad I haven't fully achieved it, but I think for me, working in television in America and having my own show here and writing books and having them be bestsellers and writing columns in some of the biggest magazines in the world, I think for me, just having that scale to reach so many people and to spread your message, that is the biggest goal. And then just to take it as many steps up from where I am now as I possibly can.
That's awesome. So what's been like the highlight then, if you can think? I'm sure that you just mentioned a few. It all sounds great, but is there a moment for you?
Absolutely. I think probably so far maybe getting being the reporter for NBC being the youngest reporter on air in history was a big thing. And
crazy.
And then my book's being published, getting a 3-book deal when I thought, is anyone really going to publish that? And then it being, you know, bestsellers internationally. They're moments that I remember. Actually, Simon said to me when my book got published, I got this piece of paper. It was a 3-book deal. It was a bidding war between 2 publishers, and I remember looking at it, and I was still at university, you know, and I remember he said, your life's going to be a little different from now on. And I remember those words because part of you, you know, you hope it to be true, you're scared that it'll be true, but things have been a little different and tough at times, but overall, like, it's just the ups, the downs, you just keep hanging on, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, it's so much easier to have said you tried and it didn't turn out exactly the way you want than to have to live with yourself knowing that you didn't try. That's to me, the most painful thing of all.
Well, great to meet you tonight, and continued success.
Yay! Thank you so much. Lovely meeting you.